created my ASP project and it's during the phase 1 development, which is basically HTML controls and HTML validations. It has nothing to do in ASP yet, but we'll get there soon. So let's start this up and we'll see what we get. It's taking a while now. So as you can see, this is my homepage right here. I set the title to Paperless Notes homepage. I'm not sure if you can see that up there, but that's what it says. So right down below, these are my links. And I have sign in, sign up, about us, and contact us. You can do this by the href tags in HTML, which I will show you shortly. So if we go to contact us, notice how my title changes up here and right down here, and that my links also gets mixed up as well. So then instead of contact page, that's one of the links I have home instead. So if you click home, you go back to the home. If you click on contact us, it'll go back to the contact page. Right down in the middle, I have a little description that says, if you have any questions, please contact us at thiscompany@yahoo.com or contact us at this phone number. These are all made up contact addresses. So then if you try to, so it's not gonna work. Alright, so right down below here, I have the email address along with the text box. Problem or issue, please address below with the text area and a few radio buttons along with the submit button. So if I hit the submit button alone, it's gonna say, please enter your email. So as a test, you may want to like put some random stuff in there, and it's gonna say, please enter your trouble description. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna put down some random stuff in there as well. And then if you click submit again, you have entered an invalid email address. So it basically reads this, and it's not in the email format. So then it sends out another error message that tells us that. So let's put down, for example, SpongeBob. Let's have a real problem. This website is not functioning properly. And we'll go to technical support, or we'll submit it without even clicking on the radio button. And it's gonna say, please select which support category it falls under. And that's basically referring to these radio buttons right down below. So we'll click on technical support, submit, and it'll say an email will be sent to SpongeBob@bikinibottom.com. And your description was this website is not functioning properly. Your category type of support is technical support. So if we go back and we mix things up a little bit, we'll have Patrick right down below, and we'll say this website has some bugs. And let's go to customer care / general information. Notice how everything changes. The email, the description, and the category type. Email as for Patrick@rockbottom.com. This website has some bugs, and the support type is customer care. So let's look inside the code now and see how we did that exactly. Stop the website, and we'll go to the home page. So as I said earlier, the links, I decided to put a label for the text, and the links will be using an href tag. And it's basically referring to these tags, to these web pages in Solution Explorer right over here. And then in between the A tags and the close A tag, you basically type in the description for the link label. So then if you click on contact us, it's gonna lead you directly to this page, and behind the code is this. I wrote some JavaScript that's the validation right here. So string, all these are going to be strings. All these declared variables are strings. So the first one is valid 0, and that's going to be a string no. And these two strings down here, they're basically grabbing the value from the text box value and the text area value. So the first validation is going to check whether the text box has an email address written into it or not. So if it does not, it'll return false. By returning false, it basically means that you cannot proceed to the next page. So string 2 is going to be the text area, and it's basically the same as string 1, which is the text box. And if it's null or equals blank, then it's gonna return false. It's not going to go to the other page. And this is some weird email format right here, which if you don't type in an email that has the correct format of an email address, then it's gonna return false along with an error message. So this is the radio button right here, and it's gonna check whether the radio buttons have been checked or not. And if not, then it's going to return no, which basically which in turn returns false, which won't go to another page, and if yes, then it returns true. So then the background picture I set as the sky and ocean.jpg, which I imported into Solution Explorer right here. And again, these are the A tags for the links. And this is the description in the middle. If you have any questions, please contact us at thiscompany@yahoo.com with a breakpoint, or contact us at this phone number. And this is basically the HTML controls right here. We have text box, and this is the other, and this is basically a heading saying that if you have any problems, please addressing this text area below. These are the radio buttons right here, and this is the submit button. So if you hit the submit button along and everything is valid, it's going to go to this page right here, the answers.aspx. So again, the background is going to be the sky and ocean.jpg. And I also, on every page, I also have a link. I also have a reference towards my CSS, which I named custom.css, cascading style sheets. And so down below here, I put everything into a div. And inside that div, every text is going to have a reference to this CSS block of code, which is right here. So text align is going to be center. So every text in that div is going to be centralized. Font weight is going to be how bold you want the text. Font family is what kind of text you want, like Times New Roman, Calibri, Arial, stuff like that. Font size, what do you want the size of your text to be, and the color, I chose blue. So right, so this is basically a block of code to retrieve what the radio button says to the answers page. So if I was to take this out, then the response.write for the support is going to return to me a number. So if I say that I selected, let's say that I selected technical support, that index is going to be 1. Sales index is going to be 2, and customer care index is going to be 3. So if I support technical support, it's going to return to me an index of 1, which is basically an int, but it won't return to me a string, whether it's like technical support, sales support, or customer care. So, but then by writing the C# code right here, it returns to me a string saying that, hey, if request.form, then this is the name of the radio button equals index1, then S, which is initially no, will take the string of technical support. If the index is 2, then it's going to be sales support. If it's 3, then it's going to be customer care. So then all these are just returning the values that the user input for the contact us page. So then by putting these brackets right here, these angle brackets with a %sign, it means that you're writing in C#. You're not HTML, but C#. And that's pretty much it. Thank you.